and if you are the male viewer, welcome to you as well. So if you're new to my channel, hello everyone, this is Divan, and I'm passionate to work for women in terms of their inner work for their soul, their personal development for their soul, which can also reflect in every areas of their life, whether it's health, whether it's wealth, whether it's relationship, personal happiness, or money, whatever it is. It can reflect in every area of life if they start working on themselves internally, and any challenges which they are facing in any of these areas can be addressed through that kind of inner work. It starts from your core, because I have been there, I have had those personal challenges in every area of my life, and I solved it, and I'm still solving it through my inner work, and that is what I want to help women with. So if you're new to my channel, I will leave a link to a WhatsApp community which I have created, and I'm creating and I'm populating more and more with the women who want to work up close with me, where I give them regular inner work tips, and I come and I ask them what kind of topics they want to listen to, and I drop some high value inner work insights and some fun things happens in that community where I've worked with them up close. So if you want to fasten up your process of inner work because you want to improve yourself and you are facing any challenges in any of these areas, health, wealth, relationships, you are I invite you to definitely join that community. You're most welcome. And if there is something in your heart you want to discuss with me up close, and you want us to work together to come to some solution for that, I will leave a link to a one-on-one clarity call with me, and I promise we will hear you out and discuss solutions for you for the same. All right, now coming back to today's topic, which is actually the qualities to look for in a partner if you're looking for a partner, if you're single women, or the qualities to nurture in a relationship. Okay, so this applies to men as well. If you are a man watching this video, these qualities are equally applicable. But since I address women, so I am like putting out as it is for women, but it applies for both. All right. So before every live, I sit and think that what I'm going to talk. And in this entire week, when I was talking to few of my friends and few of the people here and there, I noticed this pattern of qualities and differences between people coming because of these things, and how some of the people were sharing that what kind of things they should look for in relationship and what have been my own experiences. So from that point of view, I decided that this time I'm going to share this topic with you. So the quality number 1 is aligned vision. So vision is a kind of guiding light in your life. If you are a person who don't even know what your vision is, I would highly recommend to sit and think where you want to head in life, what you want to actually finally achieve in your life, or what is the thing that you want to leave as a legacy when you leave this world. This is your vision. For example, my vision is a spiritually awakened and aligned world, or a self connected world. And from that vision itself, I start taking action, I start taking steps. It's not that I take one step and two step and three step and then I decide where I'm going. No, we know what our destination is, and then according to that destination itself we start taking steps. If you want to go to some place, you will put a GPS in your maps app, you will put that location, and then you start moving towards it, rather than you start moving anywhere and then decide where you are going, right? So your destination, well, destination is not the right term, but for here, for just for an example and to make you understand, your destination is your vision, and that vision guides you towards what actions you need to take. So that is my vision. And if I talk to a person who is just um, concerned about making more and more money, and that is also all right, the person is concerned about flourishing financially and building empires. However, the person's vision is nothing related to inner work and spiritually awakened world and helping people, don't you think we both will have some kind of clashes? Or don't you think that it won't be an equally yoked, equal kind of relationship where we both are coming together and helping for a bigger cause, where we both are supporting each other? I think you know the answer. Similarly, there is one more example which I wrote down is, for example, you are a woman and you are looking for a stable married relationship. That is what I also personally look for. But you come across a person who's very fun, enthusiastic, everything seems very nice in initial conversations, but the person is not really serious about any kind of committed relationship or any kind of marriage, and just exploring and just trying to have fun. Or if you're a man, this can apply same for you as well, and you might have found a woman and she's not, she's just exploring and trying to have fun, while you want to have a serious committed relationship. Do you think you both of your visions are aligning in terms of relationship? No, right? So it won't be fair to both of you to invest your time, energy, and your resources in such kind of relationship, because in the end you'll feel drained. So look for aligned vision in relationships. When you are looking for someone, even if you're in relationship, look how you can align your vision. And if you are not, then look for the person who has aligned vision with you, right? Then number 2 is, I have noted it down, matching of values. So knowing our core values is very important, and then you can match those values with the person. So these are ducks in our university. I love them. They're very cute. Whenever I'm talking on live, they usually come here. So it's so good. Okay. So knowing your values is very important, and matching of values is equally important. I'll tell you why. So for example, my value system is being respecting time, authenticity, internal integrity. So I won't say anything which I won't do, and I won't do anything which I won't say, or I won't do anything which I haven't said. Okay. So matching, like, I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. So internal integrity, or I won't teach or come here talk about anything which I don't believe in, or I don't imbibe in myself, or I don't, I don't follow myself. I don't preach anything which I have heard from someone and just come. I talk about things which I have imbibed in myself, and which I have done for myself from my own experiences, which I really believe in. So these are my values. But if I have met a person, I'm talking to a person, and for example, punctuality of time is my value, discipline is my value, but the person is not respecting that. The person's value system might be different, which is okay, but the person's value system is not matching, and then person is calling me anytime, not respecting vision. If I have to sleep by 11 o'clock, if for example I'm a person like Akshay Kumar and I want to sleep at 9 p.m. and the other person is 11 बजे कॉल कर रहे हैं, 12 बजे कॉल कर रहे हैं, and even after communication, person understands, okay, yeah, Batul wants to sleep at maybe 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock, whatever it is. I'm just giving an example. But the person says this and do something else, and again 2 day 3 day, after 2 day 3 day, person comes back to track and call anytime, and then the conversations are extending for 1 hour 2 hour, leaving you sleep deprived because you are waking up early in the morning. So it's just a small example, but these kind of value system not matching can lead to a lot of differences in future. So see if your core values are matching, and for that you have to know what your core values are. If you want to know how to know your core values, let me know in the comments. I'll try to make a video over the same as well. So number 3 is communication. Look whether the person is open and ready to have communication, respectful heart to heart communication, without any sense of aggression. Because sometimes what happens is communication not just in the smooth times where everything is going fine, but communication in the rough patches, rough phases where things are not really going. Just a minute. I think my head is cutting. Yeah, now it's so just a minute. Ah, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, now it's fine. So when the things are not going really fine, when the things are going rough, then how the person approaches those communications actually is such a key. And this how you can know in initial conversations, when you are maybe seeing that person, or just you have started talking to that person, started knowing that person, or you have just started dating, how to know that? So just one very important tip for that is, look how the communication are being handled by that person when there comes a certain kind of disagreements. For example, there might come some kind of disagreement when you both are talking. Look how that person is approaching that disagreement. If the person is becoming aggressive, trying to just prove the person's point, and trying to attack you, and just trying to become argumentative and win the argument, or the person is handling the communication very softly, very respectfully, hearing you, your opinions, your views out, at the same time keeping his opinion, views, and trying to come to a middle ground, and try to bring both of you in the same page. Look for it, and that will be the little signal that how the person approaches the communication, and is the person open for communication. Or if that person is not even open and you approach the person for communication, how that person shows the readiness and the eagerness, and gives you the space, gives you the, what do you say, comfort to have that communication. That is very important. While the 6 points I'm going to discuss are not, what do you say, they are not exhaustive, they're not just it. There are many more points, many more qualities which I am not discussing, because while I was discussing, in my mind comes, "Arey, ye bhi ek point hai, I should have discussed, I should have noted it down in my paper." But I might take that point later in some time. These are the basic points, then those points will come in the higher kind of trainings when you are trained with all this. Okay, so yeah, so this is one thing, the third point, that is communication. Now the fourth is, look for a healthy masculine energy, and if you are a male, look for a healthy feminine energy. And how you know that? You know that by uh, assessing the person, that if the person is passionate and eager and enthusiastic for their personal development, because those are the kind of people who want to work on themselves, and they operate from healed energy or healing energy. While we all are on our journey of healing, no one is completely healed, we all are work in progress. But the people who are enthusiastic in inner work, people who are healing and upgrading themselves, are the kind of people who can match you. Because if you are working on yourself, if you are upgrading, you are reaching here, but your partner is not matching that pace, either your partner is not at all doing inner work, or partner space is really slow, then a time will come where you have reached here, the partner is here, and you will stop relating to each other. The partner will say, you have changed, and you will say, yeah, I have changed, but you are not changing. Why are you not understanding the importance of working on yourself? And you'll stop relating to each other. I mean, we'll say that तुम मुझसे प्यार करना, तुम मुझसे अब प्यार नहीं, but that's not true. Actually, I have become a different person and you are still there. So look for the person who is a healthy masculine or a healthy feminine energy. And if you want to know how a healthy feminine energy looks like, I've made a couple of videos, I'll link down here somewhere. And if you want to know how a healthy masculine energy looks like, maybe in future I'll make a video. Drop a comment if you want to know about it. All right, so yeah, look for people who are healthy in their energies and who are enthusiastic in personal development. Number 6 is respect. So no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, number 5 is respect. I'm so sorry. Respect for each other's time, respect for each other's emotions, feelings, respect for each other's values, respect for each other's passion. Because I'll give you an example. See whether there is an openness to accommodate each other's differences. For example, you might be passionate about performing arts, you might be passionate about listening, dancing, you might be passionate about singing, going to concerts, doing shows, modeling, or you might be passionate about acting, theaters. For example, I'm passionate about acting, and your person is passionate about traveling. So sometime in your life, very soon will come where some holidays will come, and the person would want to travel, while you want to uh, utilize time in going and performing for some concert, or doing some modeling assignment or something. And then if there is not openness and respect for each other to accommodate each other's differences and passion, clashes can start. While if there is respect and openness to accommodate each other, what you will do is in some holidays you will join the person for those holidays, for those trips, those travels, while in some other kind of holidays the person will come to your concert, will join you, will cheer you up. Or you might have the openness that you can go for solo travels, I don't mind, once in a while I'll come with you. Or you go for your concert, modeling show, I might not come, but sometimes once in a while I'll come and just cheer you up. It totally depends on how you respect each other's value, time, feelings, passion, and how you align with it. Okay, so that is the point number 5, respect. And you will come to know while communicating with each other that is something coming to the table from the other side or not. And what I'm speaking here should come from your side as well. And number 7 is look for compatibility instead of chemistry. Chemistry can be, give you spark, instant cake, it can give you momentary pleasures, but it can come from your deep hidden traumas, triggers, your unhealed emotions, and your blockages can lead to certain kind of chemistry, because same kind of patterns are being reflected by other person, which can give you an instant kick. But if there is not compatibility in terms of all those points which I just mentioned, then this relationship won't be stable and long lasting. It will give you instant kick, but it will not give you stable dopamine release. Alright, so it is a topic in itself and an individual topic in itself to talk about. If you're interested, you can drop a comment again about it. But in the benefit of time, I would end it here. And if you like this video, please like it. And if there is someone you love and you think it can add value to their life, definitely share it. And subscribe my channel for more such content, because I am working on regularly coming to live and discussing some very interesting and very relevant topic to every one of you. And this can also help me reach more and more people, so definitely subscribe my channel. And bye for today. My name is Batul, and thank you so much for watching.